that, it starts rolling. When it gets to like 28 minutes, just wave at me, and then I'll stop. We'll turn it off and turn it back on. Cool? Okay, appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Okay, so I talked to Mr. Evans just about a month ago, and I came up with this idea, and it's like, hey, I do music, recording, and engineering, and this is something that a lot of people seem to be interested in. Do you think your students would be? And he said, yeah, I do think so. And I said, well, what kind of things do you think they would like to know about? So he said, what's it like being an audio engineer? What's it like producing music? What's business like? You know, did you go to school? Where did you go to school? How did that work out? And so forth. So this is my presentation called The Life of an Audio Engineer by Adam Lansky. This was me as I was graduating in June of 2002. Okay? So yeah, I'm old now. You know, I can't help that. I don't know how old you guys were, but I was most likely a total gangster when you may have been like just learning to talk and stuff, right? So, anyways, I thought I was going to be a filmmaker, okay? And fast forward, this was just last week, this was me recording the Far East Symphony Orchestra in Barbados, Russia. So things change if you change things. Cool? So moving forward, I need to get like on the same page with you guys. Before I sort of let you know where I'm from and where I'm going, there's just a couple of basic principles I'd like to explain and see if you catch on, okay? So we're gonna get on the same page here. And also, if you want to take notes, I'll give you 10 seconds to get out paper and pen.
I got a pencil and the floor. My notes right here. My notes are right here. Send me the code.
Okay. Can anyone answer this question?
It's a question.
Anything you perceive to be real. Okay. I can't disagree with that, but I do agree with it has to do with perception. Sure. We perceive things around us, people, objects, events, right? So let's go with that. So I consider, this is just my opinion, I'm not a philosophy major, I'm an audio engineer, but I consider reality the current conditions that constitute your environment, the world as it is. Present reality is a direct consequence of the past. We're getting on the same page here, and then we're going to launch into. Okay. I just have to get this out here, okay? So present reality is a consequence of the past. For example, reality for us right now is this guest lecture. This is reality. You are perceiving me, this is an event, it's going on, right? You see the other people, you hear the air conditioning, you're breathing the air, right? Maybe you're not thinking about some of the more subtle things, but it is the consequence of past decisions and actions. This is not an accident. I didn't just like come in here with all this stuff and Mr. Brice says, oh, you've got all this stuff? Sure, let's talk about this stuff. So this is not an accident. This is a result of stuff that happened before, and it's now just, this is a consequence of that stuff, okay? So what is success? Anyone care to take a shot at this? This is all relevant to audio engineering. I'm just going to start here in the deep end. Anyone take a guess?
The act of achievement.
Is that
The act of achievement.
the act of achievement? Okay. What is achievement?
To accomplish.
I can't hear you.
To accomplish.
Okay.
To complete
These are
task.
synonyms. So achievement, success, accomplishments. I agree with you that those are in the same vein, but you're not describing the nature of success or achievement. So here's my opinion on the matter. Success is the existence of a defined intentional reality. Success is the consequence of calculated actions executed in concert, right? So maybe for you guys, success is everyone playing their part and playing it in the right key. and playing it on time. And not just loosely, but actually really close to that beat, right? This is all relevant stuff to you guys. So for some people simply call it getting what you want, but this is really more of what's going on. So an achievement you talk about. What's something you've achieved before? Anything.
Getting to the band, I guess.
What's that?
Getting to the band, I guess.
Getting in bed?
In
Oh, it's a band. Okay. Well, I consider both of those achievements because you had to do certain things to get in band, right? You didn't just walk in and when you were like, hey, I want to learn how to play music. Okay, here's an instrument. You probably had to take a test, right? No. No. Well,
What?
wasn't there some kind of test?
Can you repeat the question?
Depends on the student. Okay, well, you had to qualify. Did you be able to qualify?
For you.
Okay, sure. So those are your tests, and if you don't qualify, then they're probably not going to let you be in here because, as much as you like it, maybe you're not dedicated enough, or there's something going on. But the bottom line is, this was a goal that you set. I want to be in band. Now we're in this room having this conversation. This conversation is the consequence of my past actions and your past actions. Okay. So. In order for this conversation to occur on my end, I had to do all this stuff, right? I had to decide that I wanted to do it. I had to think about, well, what am I going to say to you guys? I pick up the phone, I make some calls, I email with Mr. Evans. I have to prove that I'm not just some random dude, but I actually have a history of success in the music industry and recording. I had to eat breakfast. That's part of the success, because if I don't eat breakfast, I'm like not thinking straight. So it's all these little details, right? And I had to get in the car and get here today. Okay, so.
What's in your closet?
Is it money?
What should I do with this?
Throw it away.
Put it back in your pocket.
Reuse it. Recycle it.
Make it not trash anymore.
Okay, well, someone said throw it away. Let's roll with that. How do I throw this away?
You walk over to the trash can and you put the piece of paper in the trash.
Yeah.
Okay, so see, here's what we've done. We have a call to action, kind of like, okay, this is something that needs to be dealt with, and we set the goal. The goal is throw it away. What is throwing it away involved? And you were really specific. You didn't say put it in the can, because I could try and throw it in from here, but maybe I won't throw it well. But you were specific. You said walk over and place it in the trash can. That's success. That's it. That's an achievement. Okay? Is everyone tracking this so far?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I know it's a little weird to come in talking about throwing trash in garbage, but that's where we're starting today. Okay, so let's practice one more time. Okay? So something's going on with this guy.
He choking.
You are correct. He's thirsty. Okay? So to be more specific, he's suffering from dehydration. But here in the United States, we say, he's thirsty. I'm thirsty. So normally, there's something that happens when we get these signals from our body that tell us we're thirsty. What might you do?
Drink clean water.
You're probably thinking about getting some water, right? Okay. So moving forward here, we've got, again, some kind of impetus. You're dehydrated, you're thirsty. I'm going to get some water. How do you do this?
You go over. No, you get a cup. You go to the sink and you put some water in the cup and you put the cup to your mouth until you gotta turn the little knob.
Right. So you are correct, sir. You are correct. So you're gonna make something like this happen, okay? And then you're gonna make something like this happen, and this is success. Although the thing is, drinking the water isn't actually the goal. It's rehydrating your body. But to do that, you have to put the water in your body, and usually you do it by drinking it, right? So, success. So here's what we did. Again, we have a clearly defined result, which is I want to be hydrated. I need to drink this water. So then you have to understand what actions are necessary to create the desired consequences, right? If you're going to write anything down, I suggest writing this one down. Then you need to execute the actions in sequence, and the quality of the actions determines the quality of the result. And after you've made this happen, celebrate and then keep moving, okay? If you're playing a concert, well, we want to play this music piece. We know that we need to play these notes. We know that we need to watch Mr. Evans. We need to pay attention to time. We have to pay attention to our intonation. Okay, I can't be thinking about the cat at home and its litter box, or what I'm doing this weekend in the next Nintendo game, whatever you're playing, you're focused, okay? And then you execute the actions in sequence, and you play the notes well. If you play them poorly, the results are poor, right? If you play the notes well, then it's a great performance, and everyone loves you and they want your autograph, typically, right? We can come back to the slide later. I'm going to keep moving. The recording process is identical in nature. If I want to record any kind of music, I have to be considering these exact same things. And in fact, this is how life works on planet Earth. It's really, everything is really just this simple. You will have anything you want if you follow this simple model. You are magic, okay? It works just like this. You want to be in band, you're thirsty, you want to move to Portland, Oregon, you want to get in the band at UCA, anything you want to do, that's it, right here. Cool? So, yeah, be bold. Any questions about all that so far? Does everyone understand this? Does this make sense? Okay. So here's the true story of how I have successfully become a successful audio engineer. In high school, I was in a band from about 15 until 18. I played rhythm guitar. Looking back, I wish I had studied a little more. I wish I had learned more about scales and the nature of music, but I was young, I was undisciplined at the time, and later I would come around to these things. So anyways, we turn 18 and pretty much all of my friends in the group go off to college. I went to Florida State University. Some of them went to Louisiana, one of them went to Pennsylvania. Incidentally, none of them do music now. One of them's a doctor, the other's an accountant. I thought I was going to be in the film school. This is why I went to Florida State University. I had a goal in mind. This is what I wanted to do. So in August of 2002,